Hello and welcome to another mouth-watering segment of Cooking with Bakhita. Today joining us we have Gaspard and Lead. Lead will be making bacon broccoli and Gaspard will be making fried plantain. I'm going to get Lead and Gaspard to take it away and let us know what we've brought here.
Yeah, we thought about a very simple meal that can be cooked by children, healthy and easier. So Lead will be making bacon broccoli by Lead. He will be telling you himself the ingredients. I will be making a very simple one, the fried plantain, and I will need only plantain and oil. Lead, can you explain what ingredient we'll be using?
So first we have mushrooms, and then we have bacon and broccoli, butter, and you can get a sliced cheese like this, or you can slice cheese with a knife or a grater. And for this meal you don't need any sort of knife or scissors, so you can just do it with all your hands.
So it's very safe for children your age and younger to do.
But you should also get supervision on cooking with the oven so you don't get burned or anything.
Excellent.
And he's very good at that, and we will try. Just wash, cut with the hands, just break with the hands. And what else do?
I put the butter and let it shimmer.
Can you wash first? So it cuts in small pieces, and make sure they are small, otherwise they won't cook. Is that fire okay? Can we reduce it a little bit?
Yeah. Let's turn it on.
Use cold water or hot water?
You can use heater, but I just like cold water.
I think cold water makes it nice and stiff, nice and crunchy.
And it's safest for children.
Absolutely.
And this one has some holes inside so the water can get out.
Next we take mushrooms.
Do you cut them?
No, we don't. You can cut them, but I don't really cut them.
Still leave some water inside.
And so Lee, right now you're not breaking them, you're just actually just making sure each one gets doused in some water. Good, and you just pour it out. Excellent.
Then we cut the bacon package. Then we just put the butter in the fry pan.
Do we put the whole stick of butter or just some of it?
Like just a few, just a little bit.
A little bit, okay.
Like about this much.
Maybe you need to tell me tomorrow. Yeah.
Then once it's a little shimmered and ready to go,
You put it more. Okay.
then it's a little shimmered, and we put the bacon first, because bacon takes a little longer. Then you can just cut it with your hands a little.
Sometimes you can just open it. He doesn't like to use scissors.
Okay.
He prefers to use, sometimes to be fast you can use, but even scissors doesn't do it, he's right.
And scissors are still
No,
a safe choice over a knife.
Yes.
Okay, then we just put the bacon in the fry pan.
Okay. This looks delicious.
So we can put the vegetables in.
And you put the mushrooms in whole, just like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we can put the broccoli.
Same time.
Then we can put the
Already this looks like something I would pay a lot of money for in a restaurant.
Especially if it's made by someone of his age.
Yeah, yeah.
Lead, how long time should it take to finish?
Well, 5 to 7 minutes usually it takes for this to finish.
Okay.
And sometimes we cook two different dishes at the same time. Like when he's doing his own, I do my own. So now we'll start with my fried plantain. But it's very, and then in that time we will finish very much at the same time. I don't cook very often, but every time I go in the kitchen, the children know that they'll be tasting something different.
Yes.
I'm not a very good cook. I can steal the credit from my wife.
Yeah.
She's a good cook, that's for sure. So I use plantain, and sometimes I cook very food which take a long time, like boiled. I like food which are boiled in the water. It takes a long time, so kids sometimes don't wait that long. I make sure I have something they can eat, like snack or appetizer.
Yeah.
So I make some fried plantain, but you make sure I don't make too much, because if you make too much, they be full before your meal is ready.
Exactly.
So it's easy. I just put the oil. I prefer to use palm oil from Africa. This is most natural, but this one is not. This one I just pick up some olive oil, but
I can get that open.
palm oil is my favorite one. It's natural, no additive. But you can use any good oil. You don't need to put too much, and it will go itself. And when you are cooking using a gas like this one, you make sure the oil is not overheated, and make sure the flame doesn't touch with the smoke from the oil. It can burn. You have to pay attention, and you make sure before you put oil, the fry pan is dry. You can't mix oil and water. And even when after you cut the plantain, before you put it inside, you make sure your hands are dry. There's no oil. It can be very dangerous. Okay. So this one, I just cut the I keep the plantain. I cut in two and make 4 pieces. That's it. And I usually prefer the yellow plantain. It's soft. And usually plantain is rich in starch.
Yes.
And not too much sugar, but some starch became into sugar. It tastes sugar, but it's very natural, you can see, because we didn't put anything. You know, I was impressed how plantain and bananas can be rich.
Yes.
I grew up eating plantain. I didn't know they were so good. And once I check on healthy food, healthy line, I was impressed how they are good. So now I'm pressed ready. I just have to check. You know, the best way to check if the oil is okay, you put a little bit of salt. If the oil doesn't move, it's not hot yet.
Okay.
Now you can see it came very liquid, it's okay. And you put gently, one by one. Don't drop off. Gently, one by one. Don't be scared, and don't drop off. And make sure the fire is not too much, because you don't need the plantain to be burned.
And you don't want the oil to splash either.
Yes, that can be dangerous.
Yes.
So go slowly. Like you see how it's noisy, then it's hot. Use a little bit, and I can put all them at once, so you don't need to cook twice. And you save gas, you save energy. It will be good for our environment. And you don't need to cook too much. Once will be okay.
That looks so delicious.
And when it is cooking, you see, if you look well, it will be changing the color. Changing the color, you have to pay attention to make sure it is not overheated. I keep checking how it is. It can be burned very easily. And the oil is making noisy. How much are you ready? Very much ready?
I just need to add a little bit of salt and pepper.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So
some
here's your black pepper. Excellent.
And what I like with this one, cook with the children, by the time one dish is done, another is done, and we serve it together.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Lead, I
You
can
see,
the black pepper.
this one is changing color. From, I can say white, it's becoming golden brown. If I change another side, if you change again golden brown, it will be ready already. And you'll notice I didn't put anything, no salt, no sugar, but you'll be surprised how sweet it will be.
And tasty, yes. I already know. You want some black pepper?
Every time I cook this one, the kids say, ah, thank you, Daddy. They love it. And you see, the one I'm turning late is getting burned. In 2 minutes time, it will be done. You see, it's changing the color, it's becoming gold brown. And if the oil is not enough, you can move it a little bit around. You don't need to use too much oil, so you can move a little bit. Yeah, it can touch everywhere. And it will be very much done in a few minutes. In 2 minutes. What about you, Rick?
Now I've added salt and pepper, then I just have to put a little bit of chicken broth.
For my side, it's done. And when you take it from oil, make sure you take it when the oil is hot. If it's not hot, then the oil will pretend to go into the plantain. But when it's hot, they just drop off. So you will have only the plantain without oil.
And I think my meal is also ready.
Already? Okay. So I'll have this here for you. And here, would you like to hold the plate or would you like to dump it out? I can hold the plate for you. So you know what I'll do? I'll get your heat off too. You want to dump it out? Okay.
You can't imagine how the plantain can be so much. We just cook 3 pieces and we very much get to big dish here.
And you actually have made me think about these 2 meals together. How many people would you say they can serve at a time?
Oh, this one you better pay attention. The kids love it like crazy. They can devour all of them. So if you don't cook too much, just limit to 3 or 2.
Okay.
Otherwise, they may be full before they taste your meal.
Okay. This looks amazing. Are we ready to eat this now?
Actually, we have to still put the cheese.
Oh, as a finishing touch.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it doesn't melt on the food while it's on the plate.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
It's still warm.
Oh, we gotta get it while it's still warm.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Do you find that Parmesan cheese is the best cheese to go on this, or have you tried it with other cheeses?
You can really use any kind of cheese. It matters about your taste, but
Okay.
you can just use Parmesan cheese. I like it.
Awesome.
So I think that's enough cheese.
Beautiful.
And then after you wait a few, like 3 minutes or 2 or 1, it'll melt.
It'll
and
melt.
Then you can eat it.
Awesome. That looks and sounds delicious. So there you have it. We have delicious broccoli and bacon by Lee and plantains by Gaspard. I want to thank you guys so much for coming and being a part of our Cooking with Bakhita segments. Thank you for sharing this healthy, quick, and easy meal. Thank you guys.
Yeah, welcome.